Good evening to all. Welcome to the session 200 Grammar Rules. And at the outset, sorry I could not take the session because of a technical problem. I could not take the session, and we got a gap of 1 day. Keeping that in mind, I would like to tell you guys what have you learned so far. We started with parts of speech. The first one, nouns. And so far, 4 sessions are over. Every day, 4 rules. That means you have got 16 rules so far, and today you're going to get 4 more, and tomorrow 4 or 5 total only noun related. You're going to get 25 rules, either 24 or 25. And when it comes to a noun, any part of speech, you have to keep in mind the different dimensions, a broad picture. I call it mind map. When it comes to a noun, what is a mind map? One is definition, then types of nouns, then gender, then number, then case. So far, we have touched definition, types of nouns, gender, and number. Only these four, you have got about 16 rules. Today and tomorrow, we are going to work on case, the fifth dimension. It is not that easy. Case, there are 8 rules, and not that easy. You got to listen very carefully. At the outset, what is case? I'm going to give information and what are the types of case. Then I'll take you to the rules. Now, case means it's a technical term. It has a function. So, what is a function of case? Case denotes either position or possession. It talks about position of a noun or possession, to own something. And when it comes to types of case, we have 3 types: nominative, objective or accusative, and possessive. Nominative, objective or accusative, purely technical terms. You have to learn. If you remember, fine. If you don't remember, also no problem. And not that important from the exam point of view. What is important? The third one is important. What is the third one? Possessive case. And I'm going to teach today 4, tomorrow 4. All the 8 rules go with possessive case. But before that, let us have a look. What is nominative case? What is accusative case or objective case? And what is possessive case? The most important. Nominative case: when a noun or a pronoun is used as a subject of a sentence, it is said to be in nominative case. Now, you need a bit of grammar knowledge here. What is subject? What is object? If you don't have an idea, then it is not easy to follow what I'm going to say or what I'm saying right now. To make it easy for you, I'll give the definitions of subject and object. I will not write. Listen very carefully. Subject is a person or a thing about whom or which we talk. One definition. Whenever we talk about someone or something. That someone or that something is the subject. One definition. Second definition, again very important. Subject is a person or a thing who or which does action. Someone does action, something does action. That person or that thing is a subject. Generally speaking, subject comes at the beginning of a sentence, but do remember exceptions are there. Subject can come in the middle of the sentence or end of the sentence, but usually beginning of the sentence is a definition of subject. Now, what is the definition of object? Object is a person or a thing who or which receives action from the subject. Subject does action, object receives action. Any person, anything receives action from the subject is called the object. And usually, object comes after a verb. But every word after a verb need not be an object. Then you may ask, sir, how do we know whether a particular word after the verb is an object or not? There are 2 question words you have to use to the verb: what or whom. When you put these 2 question words to the verb, you get an answer. The answer is the object. For example, he bought a book yesterday. What is the verb here? Bought. Ask the question, bought what? Or what did he buy yesterday? Answer, book. Book is the object. She scolded the boy yesterday. What is the verb here? Scolded. Scolded what you cannot use because there is a person. Scolded whom? Whom did she scold yesterday? The boy. The boy is the object. In English, we have about 15 question words. Out of 15 question words, only 2 question words, what or whom. If you get an answer, the answer is the object. If you get an answer with any other question word, that is not an object. Do remember that also. So I have given the definition of a subject, definition of an object. Now let us go to nominative case and accusative case. What is nominative case? When a noun or a pronoun is used as a subject of a sentence, it is said to be nominative case. Now you can relate to what I say. Look at the examples. Rohit has written a letter. What is a noun here? A Rohit. There are two nouns. One is Rohit, the other one is letter. But Rohit is used as a subject. So here noun is in the nominative case. Second example, Sonia has bought a book. Again, what is the subject here? Sonia. That is a noun, nominative case. He is always punctual. What is the subject here? He, pronoun. That is in the nominative case. Hope you got an idea. Now, what is accusative or objective case? When a noun or pronoun is used as the object of a sentence, it is said to be an accusative case. Example, Suresh has brought a gift. Now, what is the verb here? Brought. To that, you have to put the question word what. Brought what? Or what has Suresh brought? What has Suresh brought? Answer gift. Gift is the object. That's a noun. It is in accusative case. Monica has broken the cup. Has broken what? The cup. The cup is the object and accusative case. She has informed the students. Whom did she inform? The students. Again, the students, noun in the object position. It is known either accusative or objective case. This is all theory, not that important. No rule as such, but to understand the rules that go with possessive case, you need this background information. Now let me go to possessive case. You got types of case, three in number: nominative and objective or accusative and possessive. Nominative, objective, not that important, no rules as such. Now you have to listen very carefully. The third one is possessive case. Possess means to own. I possess something. I own something. I have something. Possessive. It has two or three meanings. One of the meanings, possess means to own something. When we talk about possession in English, or when we talk about possession, it is called possessive case. In English, we express possession by using an apostrophe. Now comes a question. We talk about our possessions. We have so many possessions. We own so many things. When we talk about our possessions, we use the word possessive case. In English, how do we express possession? By using an apostrophe. Now look at the examples. It is our student's bag. The bag belongs to one of our students. And I want to talk about the ownership or possession. The student possesses or owns the bag. How do I express in English? It is our student's bag. Student apostrophe S bag. They are Preetham's books. Books belong to Preetham. Preetham owns those books. How do I express in English? They are Preetham's books. That is Lakshman's house. House belongs to Lakshman, possession. He owns the house. How do I express? That is Lakshman's house. Here, Lakshman apostrophe S house. Now listen very carefully. This you all must be knowing. Usually what happens when we talk about possession, a singular noun, there is no issue, there is no rule as such. All that you have to remember, you all must be knowing. We should use the apostrophe after the noun, and after the apostrophe, we have to use a letter S. What is the noun here? Student. Then apostrophe. After the apostrophe, we should use the letter S. Student's bag. Preetham's books. Lakshman's house. Now let us go to the first rule for today. Rule number 17. What is the reason? Already you have learned 16 rules. Every day 4 sessions over, total 16. Today you're going to get 4, total 20 rules you're going to learn. And rule number 17, all the rules go with possessive case. Rule number 17. If a plural noun ends in the letter S, we should use apostrophe after the letter S, not before. Now listen very carefully. Imagine a singular noun, no problem. After the noun, you use the apostrophe, then you use a letter S. But you're talking about a plural noun, and that particular plural noun ends in the letter S, then there is a problem. What is the problem? We are all conditioned. We have a fixed idea. What is that? We should use the apostrophe after the noun, and we should use the letter S after the apostrophe. But when it comes to plural nouns that end in the letter S, the rule changes. What is the rule? If you're talking about the possession of a plural noun that ends in the letter S, then you should use the apostrophe after the letter S, not before. I repeat, if you're talking about a plural noun that ends in the letter S, you should use the apostrophe after the letter S, not before. And after S, apostrophe, after that, nothing. Now look at the example. It is girls' hostel. Usually, what happens, common errors outside you see banners or boards, they write girl apostrophe S hostel. That is wrong. What is the reason? If you write that way, girl apostrophe S hostel, it means it belongs to one particular girl. But hostel belongs to many girls. So, what is the subject here? We are talking about girls. That's a noun. It is in the plural form. It ends in the letter S. Then what does the rule tell? If a plural noun ends in the letter S, we should use the apostrophe after the letter S. Now have a look. It is girls' hostel. After girls, apostrophe. After apostrophe, nothing. He wanted to be in boys' hostel. Again, boys, plural noun, ends in the letter S. After S, we should use the apostrophe. They went to the teacher's block, teachers plural. After that, apostrophe, then block. So this is a common error. How do people write? Teacher apostrophe S block. That is not correct. In many exams, based on this, they have given questions. I hope you got the first question. If you have any doubt, please ask. I'll give you a few seconds. If you have a question regarding the first rule for today, that is rule number 17, possessive case, or the concepts, I have given the concepts, nominative, accusative, possessive. Any question, you're most welcome. I will be happy to answer. No doubt. Fine. Now let us go to the next one. What is the next one? Rule number 18. We should not use a possessive case with things or objects. This is also a common error. A lot of people say the table's legs are short. Table's legs. What is table? It's a thing. Things are objects. We should not use a possessive case. And what is the correct expression for that? The legs of the table. I'll repeat the rule. We should not use we should not use the possessive case with things or objects. Examples: the legs of the table are short. You should not say the table's legs are short. The cover of the book is beautiful. You should not say the book's cover is beautiful. The color of the box is not appealing. You should not say the box's color is not appealing. The tip of the pen is not sharp. You should not say the pen's tip is not sharp. I hope you got this one. So, to repeat, you should not use the possessive case with things or objects. If you have a question, please ask me. People's charity. But I'm going to talk about people. If you're talking about one particular unit, then you should use people apostrophe S. And also children's books. Children plural noun. It does not end in the letter S. Then you have to use before, you have to use children apostrophe S. I hope you got it. Sir, if plural noun in singular form, then how can we use apostrophe for example? You have to use after, as I said, people apostrophe S, gentry apostrophe S. Who is that? Rajshekhar. That's what I said. Private aspirant, he has given the example people's, after that apostrophe something. No, people apostrophe S, then something. But if you are talking about people of different countries, then you can use after the letter S. Very simple rule. If a particular plural noun ends in the letter S, use the apostrophe after S. If plural nouns don't end in the letter S, for example, men's club. What is the plural noun here? Men, man, men. It does not end in the letter S. Then men apostrophe S. Child singular, children plural. Children does not end in the letter S. Then children apostrophe S. Children's something. Tree is living thing or not? Trees branches. Trees, it's a living thing, but it is considered a thing. Generally, we talk about things or objects. something like a furniture, a table, a book, and a car. These are the things we mean. Trees, branches. That's right, Ishwar. Shall I go to the next question? The next rule, 17 is over, 18 is over. Now, rule number 19. If you don't have a question, then I will go to rule number 19. Say yes or no. No one has responded. Fine. Thank you. Thanks for the response. Now, rule number 19. I always say English has rules, English has exceptions. What is rule number 19? I'm still with possessive case. It talks about the exception. That is the reason why I started with however. However, if the gender is attributed to a thing or an object, we can use a possessive case. Already have learned English people, when they saw certain things in the past, they were awestruck, they were quite impressed. Then what they did, anything that expresses power and strength, they attributed the masculine gender. Anything that expresses beauty and grace, they attributed the feminine gender. Now, if you take those examples, for those examples, you can use a possessive case. I will read out rule number 19. What is rule number 18? We should not use a possessive case with things or objects. Quite contrary, rule number 19, however, if the gender is attributed to a thing or an object, we can use a possessive case. Example, nature is considered feminine. Already you have learned that nature's beauty can't be described. The nature's beauty can't be described. Death, masculine gender, nature, feminine gender. Already you have learned that death's call is inevitable. Everyone has to wait for the death's call. Death considered masculine. So you can use a possessive case. Moon considered feminine. You can use a possessive case. The moon's appeal is irresistible. These are all exceptions. Very simple. No gender is attributed, things or objects, no possessive case. Don't use possessive case. If gender is attributed, already have learned a few examples that touch only those examples, then you can use a possessive case. Have you got rule number 19? Please say yes or no. Then I will go to rule number 20. Ship is, I'm going to come to those examples, Bhavana. Ship is a thing, but ship is considered feminine gender. The ship has broken, they have given in a few exams, the ship has broken its front portion. That is not correct. The ship has broken her front portion. Now you may ask, sir, how come ship feminine gender? See, English is a language. It belongs to some people, and they have their own rules and regulations we have to accept based on so many factors over a period of time. If you ask me, sir, why ship a feminine gender, the reason could be Britishers, they could conquer the world because of ships. Shipping industry is a major industry, and they have major, massive ships, huge ships. They look very beautiful. Already you have learned anything that expresses beauty and grace, they attributed the feminine gender. They must have thought ships look very beautiful, so we have to attribute. Based on that, they attributed the feminine gender to ships. Ship, it is not it, you have to say her front portion. You're going to get those examples. English is, that's true. Now, shall I go to rule number 20? Please say yes or no. Based on your response, I'll go to rule number 20, the last one for today. This is also an important rule. Fine. Shall I go to rule number 20? Instrument. I'm going to come to that. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about those rules. Who is this? Govinda. Please wait till tomorrow. As I said, possessive case, I'm going to teach 8 rules. Today 4, tomorrow 4. Hold your doubts when it comes to outside this framework. But based on what I have been teaching for the last 10 or 15 minutes, 20 minutes rather, if at all you have a question, based on these rules, please ask me. And outside this, wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow also, case, I'm going to teach 4 rules tomorrow. Then I think you'll get a clear picture. Fine. What is the last one? Rule number 20. The possessive case is used with nouns denoting time, space, or weight. This a lot of people don't know. It is an important one. Time, space, or weight. Nouns denoting these three. Look at the examples. The day's work is over. Day is a concept. The day's work is over. It is correct. We are waiting for a week's holiday. Week, a week's holiday. A lot of weight. What does it mean? He has gained a lot of weight in a year's time. Oh, here, this example, a lot of weight. Oh, my mistake. I think the DTP operator has made a mistake. The spelling is not correct. It should have been, who is his Abul Kalam? I appreciate Sardar. It should be Weight. The DTP operator must have done in a hurry. Please don't consider that. And I should have cross checked. I'll go to give me a minute, not a minute, a few seconds. It should have been Weight. That's very good. I appreciate. Sometimes these things do happen. Just ignore. He has gained a lot of weight, Weight, in a year's time. What is the phrase here? Year's time. So these are not that easy. A lot of people don't know. This is all about case related rules. Just think of all the rules, the four rules related to case and the concepts. If you have a question, please, thank you very much, Sardar. Please think of the four rules, what you have just learned. If you have a question, please ask me. I'll be happy to answer. And after that, I have brought about, yes, yes, I was there. Now I'm not with them. There are 15 questions based on case. And look at these questions. Try to spot the errors. You may see an error, may not see an error. No error, simply say, sir, there is no error. Now, what is the first one? Eagle eyed. Yes, that's right, Rajshekhar. No doubts. Fine. Please have a look at these 15 questions. On this slide, you see five sentences. The men's club is not too far from here. Is it right or wrong? One. The men's club. Let us go in a systematic way. First one, please put the question number one, right or wrong. If it is wrong, what is the error? No error. The men's club, here man singular, men plural. This plural noun does not end in the letter S. Based on that, we should use the apostrophe and the letter S after the plural noun. Men apostrophe S. No error. First one, no error. The students' bags are scattered all over. Bags, one student has only one bag. When we say bags, means what? We are talking about many students. The noun is in the plural form. Read the sentence very carefully. Try to understand the context. That is important. Mention the question number. Question number one, no error. I will take that one. Question number two, it is not correct. There is an error. I'll mark it wrong. What is the error? Here we are talking about students, plural noun. Then it should be after the letter S. Students, plural noun ending in the letter S. We should use the apostrophe after the letter S. Now, the table's legs are very short. Legs of the table. So this is also wrong. You cannot use a possessive case with things or objects. Based on that, it is not correct. Already have got the example. It should be the legs of the table. The house's roof is quite different. Good evening. A little late. Question number four. The house's roof. House is a thing. You cannot say house's roof. You have to say four is also wrong. You cannot say house's roof. You have to say the roof of the house is quite different. The roof of the house is quite unique. It is very difficult to understand nature's laws. No, we don't take that way. Who is this private working aspirant? House is considered a thing. Then you cannot say house is a roof. Space means foot apostrophe s, foot's length. That talks about space. Now, question number five, no error. What is the reason? Nature is considered. Nature is very beautiful. Anything beautiful, graceful, feminine gender attributed, that means we can use a possessive case. Now, question number six. He has been at the death's door for quite some time. Lucky you could come back. Got it. Thanks for the feedback. You're very sharp, and I appreciate that. He has been at the death's door for quite some time. Is it right or wrong? Question number six. Five is correct. Six is also correct. What is the reason? Death, very powerful, the ultimate, obviously. Power and strength. No one can escape from death. It is considered masculine, gender attributed. Based on that, we can use the possessive case. Sentence is absolutely right. They are pleased with the cover of the book. Had it been the book's cover, it would have been wrong. But here, they are pleased with what? The cover of the book. Seven is also correct. If at least one student responds, I will mark that one right. I'll go to the next question. He is always ready to receive the duty's call. Is it right or wrong? Duty's call. He's always ready to receive. There is no error. These are all stray examples. Stray means here and there. But sometimes what happens in the exam, they bring these stray examples and they ask as questions, not easy to answer. Duty is call. Yes. Personified. Either gender attributed or personified, we can use a possessive case. No, no, duty is called, nothing wrong with that. Eight is correct. We have always admired India's heroes. Is it right or wrong? Sentence number nine. It is correct. Who is that? Bhavana, first one to answer. Nine is correct. India's heroes. As I said, I have just used one word, personification. When we personify certain things, then we can use a possessive case. India's heroes. And usually country is fifth option. Yes, that's right. We consider a country, feminine gender. Those kids are the fortune's favorite. They have given this and not an easy one. Sentence number 10, is it right or wrong? Those kids are the fortune's favorite. It is correct. Fortune's favorite. Personification, again, based on that, it is absolutely right. How do you know? You have to learn these examples and extensive reading. This is better. I can easily make out whether you got it right or not. The house is at a stone's throw. 11 is also right. It's a standard phrase. Where is your house? It is at a stone's throw from here. Yes, idiomatic expression. Good evening. Who is this Shankar? Rather late, almost 30 minutes. Sentence number 12. He has a subject at his fingers' tips. Is this right or wrong? How come buffering? Shouldn't happen. He has a subject at his fingers' ends. Yes, sentence number 12 is wrong. He has a subject at his fingers. The noun is in the plural form, ending in the letter S. Then we should not use the apostrophe before the letter S. It is not correct. It should be after the letter S. Fingers, apostrophe, ends. Usually we say fingers tips, fingertips, at fingertips. That is also right. We found the boat's crew. Someone was asking about ship and boat. They are considered personified. Based on that, sentence number 13 is correct. Why? That is English. We cannot question. Please start banking PO level all questions. Who is this Shankar? You got to wait for a few days, maybe a couple of days. The boy broke the pen's tip. No, no, it is right. 13 is right. Ships, boats, English people, they consider personification. Boat's crew. It is right. These are all exceptions. You got to learn the hard way. Sentence number 14. The boy broke the pen's tip. Again, it is not correct. The boy broke the tip of the pen. This is wrong. Pen's tip is wrong. It should be the tip of the pen. Now let us go to the last one. Last one is right or wrong? Tip of the pen. And he admires spring's beauty a lot. 15 is correct. What is the reason? Spring, feminine gender, the most beautiful season, and the gender attributed, you can use a possessive case. Now, the $1,000,000 question. Has anyone got all the 15 correct? Please say yes or no. These 15 questions based on case. Has anyone got all the 15 right? All the 15. That is outstanding. Then I will say, outstanding, today is your day. No one has responded. 14 correct, 12 correct. 14 is also outstanding, Ravi Teja, because you haven't got enough time. You have done it continuously. 11, 13. I know I can make out your name has just popped up. You have come a little late. No problem. About 10 is good enough. That's good enough. Now let us go to questions from previous year's papers. Now today, first you listen to me. What I have done every day, give your feedback. Every day, if I bring questions based on error location, 20 questions, perhaps it becomes monotonous. You may not enjoy. So what I'm going to do today, I have brought 15 questions, five based on error location, five based on a different category, I think misspelt, and five based on idioms. So is this okay? You guys want something like this, or you want only error location based questions every day, 20 of them? That you could tell later. Now have a look at the first one. Again, all these questions are from previous year's papers. A lot of students have already answered while I was busy talking. On Senegal, Senegal is the name of a country. Then you cannot say on, it should be in Senegal. It is considered impolite if you do not share your food. That's a bit strange. They have food together and they share the food. If you don't share the food, it is considered, we need combination, sir. Good, I appreciate your feedback. Try to give the feedback. See what happens. If you ask me, sir, which one is better, I would say every day we bring different topics that is better. You may ask, exam is fast approaching. You touch all the dimensions, then you can feel confident. But every day only error location, then you may worry about other dimensions. And here I'm going to start a separate session, 12 noon to 1. There I'll focus on vocabulary. Here I would like to focus on grammar and RC, reading comprehension. So I may bring a close test, I may bring parajumbles, I may bring short passages, all these things, error location, phrase replacement. So this way what happens, I can balance. You're going to get free classes for 2 hours, afternoon, not afternoon, 12 noon to 1, and evening 7:30 to 8:30. One session we focus on vocabulary. Another session we focus on grammar and RC. That way we can balance. Now let us go to the next one. In Senegal is correct. Combination would be great. Thanks for the feedback. Let us, based on the time factor, 15 questions, let us see how long it is going to take today. Then we can decide whether 10 questions or 15 questions or 20 questions. Thank you very much for the feedback. Practice questions after rules is quite useful, sir. Thank you. And tomorrow, unity in diversity should be applicable here. That's a good one. I don't have any money to spend for luxuries. Someone says no error, but there is an error. What is it? I don't have any money. No, I don't. That's negative. Then you cannot use one more no. That's a common error. I don't have any money. Some goes with affirmative sentences, any goes with interrogative and negative sentences. Here the sentence is in the negative form, nothing wrong with any. Then where is the error? There is an error. No one has got it right. No, that is a bit surprising. I'm really surprised. There is an error in the third part. What is it? Spend, you spend money on something, not for luxuries. It should be on luxuries. Now Prithviraja has got it right. I don't have any money to spend on luxuries, to spend on something. I'm going to start on Monday. All of you, please listen very carefully. I'm going to start on Unacademy platform from Monday. Monday, the date is 21st, I suppose. Morning 9:30 to 11:30, plus classes for paid students, those who have paid the fee for those students. 12 noon to 1, special classes, free classes, vocabulary. Evening 7:30 to 8:30, this session, grammar and reading comprehension based, like passage, short passage, close, parajumble, scrambled sentences, phrase replacement, all these. So the error is the third part. What is it? Spend on luxuries. No. Autograph. Why? I'm not a celebrity, so I don't think I you have to take something like that. Usually it goes with celebrities. My name is Murthy. Who is this? Ankit. Aapka naam Murthy. You can see there. Important grammar rules by Murthy Sir. What does it mean? Please, we'll do that. Whether it is SSC or banking, I will announce. It is initially SSC. We may start a separate batch for banking aspirants also, bank aspirants as well. Now, where is the error? Sentence number three or question number three. The wise father told him that the mangoes had gone bad as they were in contact with the one rotten mango. Yes, yes. That doesn't matter. We're all Indians. East, West, North, South, doesn't matter. What matters? We are all Indians. That's what matters. I'm your master, you're my student. You're here to learn, I'm here to enrich your knowledge. There ends the matter. There is an error. Oh, there is an error. That's a bit surprising. No, this is not the platform to talk about that. Let us stick to be focused. Grammar based on competitive exams questions, try to answer. Let us not go off the track. Let us be focused. There is an error. The wise father told him that the mangoes had gone bad as they were in contact with a rotten mango, not the one rotten mango. That is not correct. A rotten mango. So what is the answer? With a rotten mango. First time, a rotten mango. Please go to the next one. Question number four, where is the error? That's a tough one, but all these questions are from previous year's papers. Now, when you answer these questions, you get an idea what the standards are. As of now, I'm not giving the PDF. For that also, you got to wait for a few days. Please wait for some time. In this book, Churchill describes the historical first meeting with Roosevelt, the former US president. Now, where is the error? Please, here it should be the first historical meeting. It is not the correct order of words. The first historical meeting. In this book, Churchill describes the first historical meeting with Roosevelt. That's very good. Not an easy one under pressure. Now let us go to question number 5, the last question related to error location. There are three sets, in fact. Yes, the first historical meeting. Please go to the last one. They can promise you an experience you won't never forget. That is not correct. What is the correct expression? You will never forget. They can promise you an experience you will never forget. Or they will promise you an experience you will never forget. You won't never forget is not correct. You cannot use two negative words in the same clause. You will never forget. You can also say they can promise you an experience you won't forget. That is also right. You can say you won't forget or you will never forget. Either way, it is correct. Now, these questions, one word substitutions. A man who knows a lot about things like food, music, and art. Double negative. That's right. Now, new set 6 to 10, one word substitutions. First five questions, error location. Next five, one word substitutes. What is the answer? Some people, they have a very good taste when it comes to food, music, art, all these aspects. Question number 6. That's very good. I appreciate that. I know English better than you. That's wonderful. I appreciate. I respect that. A man who knows a lot about things like food, music, and art. Answer is a fourth option. Connoisseur. Connoisseur. Connoisseur means he has a rich taste. He knows a lot about, usually, he knows a lot about aesthetics. Aesthetics means related to beauty. And food is also considered music and art. That's what we say. Now, let us go to question number 6. A man who knows a lot about things like food. Answer you got. Question number 7. A drug or other substance that induces sleep. Sedative. Answer is a fourth option. A drug or other substance that induces sleep. It is not reviver. It is not stimulant. It is not energic. All these are positive words. But here the question is about that induces sleep. Based on that, you cannot consider reviver because it induces sleep, not a stimulant, not energic. What is the answer? The fourth option, sedative. Answer is a sedative. Now let us go to question number 8. One who does not care for literature or art. This is a tough one. This is the toughest rather. Question of the day, question number 8. One who does not care for literature or art. So what is the answer for question number 8? Very good. Who is this? Ashutosh. He has got it right. Answer is the third option, Philistine. Dictator goes with polity. A person who rules with a lot of authority. He does not care for the welfare of the public. He is a dictator. He wants everyone to listen to him. And hypocrite, A person who has two standards. On the face, he says something, but actually he does something else. Then we call that person hypocrite. And Philistine, one who does not care for literature or art. Primitive, old, initial stage. Primitive people, primitive culture. Thank you very much. So, answer is the third option. I appreciate those who have got it right. This is a tough question. The remains of something that has been badly damaged. Something gets badly damaged. The remains of that, what is it called? This is also a tough one, but if you read the newspapers, you can easily answer. PDF, you have to wait for some time. Who is this Nagaraju? Please wait for a few days. I will make an announcement whether I can give the PDF or not. If I can give, very good. Sir, your teaching is, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You have every right to say that. Very good. Then don't be here. Leave immediately. When it is not good, why do you want to waste your time? Please don't waste your time. Answer is the third option, wreckage. The remains of something that has been badly damaged. Usually, this goes with ships and aeroplanes also. When a ship gets damaged, we use the word shipwreck, and the remaining parts we use the word wreckage. Now, what are the other words? Aeroplane also you can use wreckage. Pristine. Pristine means pure, not spoiled. Immaculate, perfect. Everything is in order. And sterile, opposite of fertile. Fertile opposite sterile. Pristine, positive. Immaculate, perfect. Without any flaw, flawless. Wreckage, it goes with ships usually. It also goes with aeroplanes. Answer is wreckage. Now, question number 10. A book written by an unknown author. So please go to question number 10. A book written by an unknown author. What is the word for that? Anonymous, acrimonious, audacious, assiduous. Anonymous means that is the answer. Very good. Who has got it? A lot of students have got it right. I appreciate. Anonymous, name is not revealed. We make a call and the other person asks who is speaking. May I know who is speaking? And you don't reveal your name. Then that person says, I got an anonymous call. A book written by an unknown author, anonymous. Acrimonious, an important word. Acrimonious means bitter. Acrimonious argument, acrimonious fight, bitter fight. Audacious has two meanings. One is positive, the other is negative. Audacious, positive, very bold, positive meaning. Audacious, negative meaning, someone who is very arrogant, proud, does not respect others. Assiduous, very careful, someone who is careful, diligent, cautious, plans everything. Assiduous is the right word. Now let us go to 11 to 15. They deal with idioms. Pristine means pure, immaculate, perfect, without any flaws, flawless. But I don't have that access. Who is this? Harshavardhan. This is not my channel. Morning I can do 7 to 8 because that is my channel. Here I cannot. But I can take you to their, I can talk to them. Unnecessary distraction because there are so many sincere students, they should not get disturbed. Every minute is important, every second is precious. And definitely, if you guys get disturbed, that is not a good thing. Just ignore. There's no cut and dried method for doing this. What is the answer? Question number 11. Answer is not the first option. Answer is no one has got it right. Yes, Avinash has got it right. It is understandable. Answer is the fourth option. Cut and dried means understandable method. Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Rajshekhar. Nice of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate. So nice of you to say that. So, cut and dried method, understandable method. It goes with methods, policies, procedures. Remember the combinations as well. Now, let us go to question number 12. The lawyer's closing arguments were full of red herrings. This is an important one they have given in many competitive exams, not easy to understand. Full of red herrings. Herring is one type of fish. Red herring is one type of fish. The lawyer's closing arguments were full of red herrings. So, what is the answer? Sound judgment, references and allusions to previous crimes. Allusion means indirect reference. That's an important word. Clues intended to distract or mislead. And the last one, loopholes. It is not question number 12. Answer is the third option. Shujan has got it right, and Aniket also has got it right. Answer is the third option. What is the third option over here? Clues intended to distract or mislead, trying to confuse someone or distract someone or mislead someone, then we have to consider, we have to use this idiom. What is that? Full of red herrings. Now let us go to question number 13. With great difficulty, he was able to carve out a niche for himself. With great difficulty, he was able to carve out a niche for himself. 13th one, second option, did the best he could do. I'm sorry that is not the answer, but keep trying. Rajshekhar, just ignore Rajshekhar. Please focus on the questions. Let us not get deviated. He is trying to distract you guys. He is trying to distract me, disturb you guys. Please don't consider, ignore. See, this is a platform for learning. This is a platform for decent people. We are here to enrich, to get enriched. And someone comes and talks some rubbish. We should not yield, we should not consider, and we should focus on what we are supposed to do. Just ignore. With great difficulty, he was able to carve out a niche for himself. Answer is the fourth option. Developed a specific position for himself. A specific position for himself. In every field, it could be cricket, it could be tennis, it could be any field. Some people stand out, and for those people, we say they have carved out a niche for themselves in that particular field. A very good idiomatic expression. Answer is the fourth option. Develop a specific position, a respectable position for someone. Let us go to. No, I cannot do that. That is a problem. That is a problem. Just ignore. He is just enjoying. Let him enjoy. Let us not fall in the trap, get into that. Question number 14. We still have about 6 minutes. Where discipline is concerned, I put my foot down. Where discipline is concerned, I put my foot down. So, what is the answer? Put your foot down. Take a firm stand. Who is this? Nagamalleshwari. And after that, I see Aniket. I see Sridhara. Yes, absolutely. Yes, you can do that. If you can do that, please do it immediately. So, answer is take a firm stand. Take a firm stand. Put your foot down means what? Take a firm stand. Yes, I am not the owner of this channel. That is the reason why I said I cannot block him. That is, I'm going to talk to them. This is not acceptable. This is not advisable. Sheer wasting and distracting. Not we are not ready for that. Let us go to question number 15. His work seems to be a Penelope's web. It's an important one. What is the meaning of the fifth idiomatic expression? Oh, that's good. If you could do that, that's wonderful. I doubt. Can you do that? Let us wait for a few minutes. We'll come to know whether he has been blocked or not. Very good. Aniket has got it right. And that's very good. I appreciate. Answer is the first option. Endless. Endless is the answer. First option is the answer. Now that's all for today, but don't leave. We still have 4 minutes. I've got something to say at the outset. Please, a request. We still have 4 minutes. I've got something important to say. Please wait for 4 minutes. Now, this session, definitely a lot of students must have got distracted, must have got disturbed, and we are not prepared for all these things, to be very frank. See, when I come here, I come with the intention of enriching your knowledge. I know time is precious for you people. Every minute matters. And when time is precious, every minute is important. You're spending 60 minutes with me. That is phenomenal. Keeping that in mind, I try to give my best. I make sure everything goes smoothly, everything is in place. But sometimes we do come across all these. Thank you very much for that compliment. We do come across people like distraction. They try to distract. I don't know what exactly the problem is. And don't, if you can report, please report. If you can block, please block. And today, I'm after this session, I'm going to talk to the channel people. I'll make sure this thing does not, something like this does not get repeated. We can't afford to have regularly. Last week we had one person, and today this guy again, and so tomorrow someone else may come. Not we shouldn't allow all these things to happen. Now, tomorrow I'm going to teach. Please listen very carefully. Something important. Forget about that. I'm going to teach the remaining rules that go with case. Today I've got four, tomorrow you're going to get four. Total 24 rules. I may add one more miscellaneous rule related to nouns, 25 rules based on nouns. Now comes the question. Thank you very much. Now comes the question. So, how to remember all these rules? And tomorrow's session is going to be a great session. What is the reason? Tomorrow I'm going to bring actual questions given in different exams based on these 25 rules, and that will be quite challenging, interesting, and you can relate to all the questions. You can test your knowledge in a way that will consolidate your whatever you have learned. And I'm going to bring the questions using different formats based on 25 rules. I may bring questions based on blanks, fillers, based on phrase replacement, noun related, same rules, based on error location. Then different questions to make you remember, interesting questions. So, tomorrow, what I request, please brush up the basics, have a look at the 20 rules you have learned so far. Tomorrow, you're going to get five. Then try to answer all the questions. That's it for today. Thank you very much. If you have a question, please ask. If you have a doubt, please ask. I'll be very happy to answer. Take these free classes on Academy, Unacademy apps. That I'll be doing one session, Unacademy platform, 12 noon to 1. Even that I'll be bringing. Who is this Sridhara? As I said, 12 noon to 1, I'll be working on, I forgot to mention, vocabulary. 7:30 to 8:30 in the evening, YouTube, I'll be working on, you're going to get questions based on error location, phrase replacement, active voice and passive voice, direct speech and indirect speech, and also reading comprehension based short passage. Then it is closed test, parajumble, scrambled sentences. We'll shuffle all these Monday to Friday. That's it. Good night. I will see you tomorrow evening, sharp 7:30. Thank you very much for being with me till 8:30.